Okay, so good morning, everybody. Well, in today's class, we are going to talk about another application of MS Excel in generating payroll statement, right? And it is not a very difficult thing to do. It's very easy, and we are going to use that. We're going to see that very simple functions we can see and use in generating payroll statement. So, good morning, everybody. In today's class, we are going to talk about some more applications of MS Excel in generating payroll statement. And we see that it's very simple concept. We are going to use simple functions like sum or say auto sum to generate the payroll statement of individual employees in a company. Where a payroll statement means that it is nothing but a written statement of the company where So, good morning, everybody. Well, today's class we are going to talk about generating payroll file for individual employees in a company. And this concept is very simple to understand. We are going to use very simple calculations for calculating individual salary of the employees, right? So payroll statement is nothing but a simple statement highlighting the detailed payroll of individual employee, maybe on monthly, quarterly, or on annual basis. So payroll statement means a written statement setting forth monthly, quarterly, or annual payroll, the amount of salaries to be given to the full-time employees or even to the other employees who are contractual or not on regular basis. So we can very easily make this payroll sheet in MS Excel. And I will do the same thing over here. I've written the heading as payroll statement, and first heading I'm going to write as serial number, name. I'm going to write some heads which we are going to use in the payroll sheet. So let me write the department also. Let me write the basic salary. I think this topic I've already done in the class, but I just thought of doing that one more time to revise this particular topic. So basic salary, then we have DA, which is nothing but 10% of the basic salary. So let me write that. We have HRA, which is 8% of the base salary. And then we can have PF, which is say 14% of the salary. And then we are going to have the gross salary. Let me space out these columns better so that we can easily see the headings. Right? Yes. Serial number, that is the employee ID. It can be one. I'll take it simple as 1, 2, 3. Let me make the salary sheet for 10 employees to start with, and then we can generate for the other people as well. So I'm going to continue the same names which I've been using in my class off and off. So we have Bob, we have Harry, Gary, William, Manuel, we have Scott, we have Henry, we have Joseph, we have Emily, and we have Patrick as well. These are the names which I've written over here of the employees who are working for me. They are there in the different departments like finance, production. Let me correct the spellings of production. HR, that is human resources, marketing. And I'm going to repeat these departments for the remaining employees. All right. So let me just create better space so that it is viewable in a correct manner. So next I write the base salary of the people. So let me just write randomly 25,000, 30,000. For HR it is 40,000. For marketing, it is 45,000. For HR is 40,000. For marketing, it is 45. For production, it is 40,000. Just an example I have taken. It doesn't reflect any importance of any department. All departments are very important in any organization. They all have a very important role to play over here. So I have a base salary over here for these different departments where the employees are working. The DA is calculated as 10% of the base salary. So I will simply calculate this as D4 multiplied by 10%, which is nothing but, I can easily write 0.1 also. And then I'm going to use the drag option to do the calculation for the remaining cells. In a similar manner, we have HRA, which is 8% of the base salary. So I'm going to write D4 multiplied by 8 by 100. I can easily write 0.08 as well. So I'm going to do the same thing for dragging it down for getting values for the other cells. In a similar manner, we have PF, which is 14% of the base salary. So I take it as D4 multiplied by 14 divided by 100. I can easily write 0.14 also. So let me drag this down further and we have this. Now gross salary is nothing but the sum of all these components which we have got as base salary, DA, HRA and PF. If I use the auto sum function over here in Excel, you can very easily see that I've selected the whole range with the cell where I want the values of the sum to be entered. I repeat that one more time. Let me do it back. What I've done, I've first of all entered the whole data and then including the blank cell where I want to have the sum of these values, I've selected the range and I've simply clicked on the auto sum. Well, if I just forget to use this option, I can also use a very simple option as I can very simply write sum function bracket and I use these components over here and I close the bracket. And then I can easily double click this particular option or I can drag this down to get the remaining values of the other cell. Now this is the gross salary, but please remember in the companies we don't get the gross salary, we get the net salary, especially the deductions have to be taken care of from the gross salary. So from the gross salary we normally deduct the tax amount or maybe any advance if the employee has taken, and that has to be cut from the gross salary. And this tax calculation is also done by the finance departments depending on whatever preference people have given in the calculation of tax. So let me write randomly. The tax calculation is say 12,000, 23,000. It could be any amount as calculated by the finance department. Over here, I'm randomly writing these amounts which have to be cut on account of tax to be deducted for individual employee. Let me write this. Right. In a similar manner, there are certain employees who prefer to take the advance from the company. So, well, there are only two people who have taken the advance of 2,300, 400, and that's it. Right. And now I'm going to calculate the net salary. I can also write total deductions to be made for individual employee over here. So what I'll do, I'll simply select the range and I'll say auto sum. Oh, it has given me in the down. I don't want this. Wait, this I want. Let me say auto sum and the amount of the total deduction will come in this particular heading, right? Now what I have to do, I have to calculate now the net salary, which is nothing but your gross salary minus the total deduction. So my gross salary is in the cell H4 minus total deduction, which is K4, right? Let me just correct the spelling of deduction over here. And then I'm going to simply drag this column for the remaining values. And this is the net salary that we are getting for individual employees in our different departments in our company. Let me color this so that we know. Let me also highlight this particular parameter which we have to consider as a gross component. So gross salary is the plus component and total deduction is the minus component, right? So let me just use another color for this, right? So we have to actually minus the total deduction from the gross salary in order to get the net salary for individual employees. Please remember one thing, these salary heads which I've taken over here, they are not only these, there might be many more also because we have more options of loan, LIC, EPF, gratuity and so on. So depending on the options which are specified by the department, those heads will appear in the salary statement. That is how we can actually calculate individual salary of individual employee and we can generate salary statement of individual employees in the different departments. All right. So that was all for the day. Let me just also calculate the total net salary which is going out from the company. So net salary which is going out is this, which is 3,57,700. Let me just color this so that we can highlight this. So I hope this was pretty clear. We can also make a table of this particular salary statement just to make it more attractive and more readable. Right. So this was all about for the salary sheet which we have to make in the organizations, and individual employees can be given salary statement from this particular Excel sheet. So thank you so much for this class, and next we'll be back with another topic. Thank you so much.